Hello, and welcome to Great Sleep. Get ready to listen and relax. Today I will tell you a story about a team of brave explorers who set out to find a lost city, which is located in a dangerous jungle. Samuel Drake sat at his desk, surrounded by stacks of ancient manuscripts and artifacts. As an esteemed archaeologist, he was no stranger to the mysteries and wonders of the world. But today, something was different. A small envelope lay on his desk, bearing no return address. Intrigued, Samuel carefully opened it and pulled out a letter written on aged parchment. "Dear Mr. Drake," the letter began, "I have heard whispers of a legendary city, said to be hidden deep within the jungles of South America. El Dorado, the city of gold. Untold riches and ancient secrets await those brave enough to seek it. I believe you are the one who can unravel this mystery and bring this lost city to light." Samuel's heart raced with excitement. El Dorado had long been a fascination of his, a legend that had captivated explorers for centuries. He had spent years studying the tales and myths surrounding this mythical city, but now it seemed that his chance to uncover its secrets had finally arrived. Without hesitation, Samuel made up his mind. He would assemble a team, gather the necessary resources, and embark on an expedition to find El Dorado. But he knew he couldn't do it alone. He needed someone he could trust, someone who shared his passion for discovery. Amelia Carter, his trusted friend and fellow archaeologist, immediately came to mind. They had worked together on numerous projects in the past, their skills complementing each other perfectly. With her expertise and knowledge, Samuel knew Amelia would be an invaluable asset to their quest. Excitement coursing through his veins, Samuel picked up the phone and dialed Amelia's number. After a few rings, she answered. "Amelia, it's Samuel," he said eagerly. "I've received a letter about El Dorado. It's finally time to uncover its secrets. Are you in?" There was a pause on the other end of the line, then Amelia's voice came through, filled with equal parts excitement and determination. "Samuel, you know I've been waiting for this moment. Count me in. Let's find El Dorado." Samuel and Amelia wasted no time in assembling their team. They knew they needed a diverse group of experts, each bringing their own unique skills to the table. The search for El Dorado would be no easy feat, and they needed the best of the best. First on the list was Dr. Jonathan Mitchell, a renowned historian with a deep knowledge of ancient civilizations. His expertise in deciphering ancient texts and understanding the historical context would be crucial in unraveling the mysteries surrounding El Dorado. Next, they reached out to Dr. Emily Thompson, a brilliant linguist who had dedicated her life to studying indigenous languages. With her ability to communicate with local tribes and decipher ancient scripts, she would be instrumental in navigating the cultural and linguistic challenges they were sure to face. The team needed someone who could survive in the harshest of environments, and for that, they turned to Jake Reynolds, a seasoned survival expert. Having spent years exploring remote regions and enduring extreme conditions, Jake's skills in navigation, foraging, and wilderness survival would be invaluable during their journey through the dense jungles of South America. Lastly, they sought the expertise of Dr. Sofia Rodriguez, a talented cartographer with a keen eye for detail. Her ability to map out uncharted territories and create accurate representations of the landscape would ensure they stayed on track and didn't lose their way amidst the dense foliage. With their team assembled, Samuel and Amelia called for a meeting at their office. As the team gathered around a large table covered in maps and documents, there was an air of anticipation and excitement. Samuel stood at the head of the table, addressing his team. "Thank you all for joining us on this incredible journey. Each of you brings a unique set of skills and expertise that will be crucial in our search for El Dorado. This will not be an easy expedition, but I believe that together, we can overcome any challenge. Let's go around the table and introduce ourselves, sharing our motivations for joining this quest." One by one, each team member spoke, their voices filled with determination and passion. "I've dedicated my life to uncovering the secrets of the past," Dr. Mitchell began. "El Dorado represents the pinnacle of ancient civilizations, and I want to be a part of the team that brings its mysteries to light." Dr. Thompson nodded in agreement. "As a linguist, I've always been fascinated by the power of language to connect us to our history. I want to learn from the indigenous tribes and preserve their stories for future generations." Jake chimed in next. "Survival has always been my passion. The jungles of South America are some of the most challenging environments on Earth, and I'm excited to put my skills to the test and ensure the team's safety." Dr. Rodriguez added, "As a cartographer, I've spent my career mapping out uncharted territories. El Dorado represents the ultimate challenge, a chance to create a map that will go down in history." Samuel looked around the table, feeling a surge of gratitude and determination. "Thank you all for sharing your motivations. We have a long and challenging journey ahead of us, but together, I believe we can uncover the mysteries of El Dorado. Let's make history." The team stood at the edge of the dense jungle, their excitement mingled with a hint of trepidation. The lush greenery stretched out before them, a seemingly impenetrable wall of vegetation. Samuel took a deep breath, feeling a surge of determination. "All right, team," he said, his voice filled with conviction. "This is it. Our journey begins here. we must remain focused and prepared for whatever challenges lie ahead. Remember, we are explorers, seekers of knowledge and adventure. Let's embrace this opportunity and make our mark on history. With those words, the team took their first steps into the unknown. The dense foliage closed in around them, blocking out the outside world. The air was thick with humidity, making every breath a struggle. As they pushed forward, the team encountered their first challenge. A raging river stood in their path, its powerful currents threatening to sweep them away. They knew they had to find an alternative route if they were to continue their journey. Samuel called the team together, their faces etched with determination and a touch of frustration. "We can't let this river stop us," he said firmly. "We need to find a way across, no matter what it takes." Dr. Thompson scanned the riverbanks, her eyes searching for any signs of a safe crossing. "I've heard stories of hidden paths that the indigenous tribes use," she said, her voice filled with hope. "If we can find one of those, it might lead us to a safer crossing point." The team split up, searching the riverbanks for any signs of a hidden path. After hours of exploration, they finally stumbled upon a narrow trail, almost invisible to the untrained eye. Excitement filled the air as they followed the trail deeper into the jungle, hopeful that it would lead them to a safe crossing point. The path twisted and turned, taking them through dense undergrowth and over fallen trees. Finally, they reached a clearing where the river widened, revealing a natural bridge formed by intertwined vines and tree roots. It was a precarious crossing, but the team knew they had no other choice. With cautious steps, they made their way across the makeshift bridge, their hearts pounding with a mix of fear and exhilaration. As they reached the other side, a sense of relief washed over them. They had overcome their first major obstacle, proving their resilience and determination. As they continued their journey deeper into the jungle, tensions began to rise within the group. The harsh realities of the expedition started to set in: the constant humidity, the relentless insects, and the physical strain of navigating through treacherous terrain. But despite the challenges, Samuel's team remained united, their shared goal pushing them forward. The team pushed deeper into the heart of the jungle, their footsteps muffled by the thick undergrowth. The air was heavy with humidity, and the sounds of exotic birds and insects filled their ears. They were entering a world untouched by modern civilization, where ancient secrets lay waiting to be discovered. As they ventured further, they stumbled upon an indigenous tribe, their huts nestled among the towering trees. The tribe's members regarded them with curiosity and caution, their eyes filled with wisdom and ancient knowledge. Samuel approached the tribe's leader, showing respect by bowing his head slightly. "Greetings," he said, his voice filled with warmth and sincerity. "We come in peace, seeking knowledge about El Dorado. We wish to learn from your tribe's wisdom and understand the legends surrounding this mythical city." The tribe's leader studied Samuel for a moment before responding. "El Dorado is a sacred place," he said, his voice carrying the weight of centuries. "It is said to hold great power and riches beyond imagination. But it is also a place of danger and tests. Only those who approach it with respect and humility will find what they seek." Samuel nodded, understanding the significance of the leader's words. "We are here with the utmost respect for your tribe and its traditions. We seek not to exploit, but to learn and preserve the knowledge of El Dorado." The leader's gaze softened, and he motioned for Samuel and his team to follow him. They were led to a sacred gathering place, where the tribe shared stories and legends passed down through generations. Through dialogue and translation, the team gained valuable insights into the rituals and beliefs associated with El Dorado. They learned of the trials and tribulations faced by those who sought the city, and the importance of respecting the natural world and its guardians. As they listened, awe filled their hearts. El Dorado was more than just a city of gold. It was a symbol of spiritual enlightenment and harmony with nature. The team realized that their journey was not just about uncovering riches, but about understanding the deeper meaning behind this legendary place. Grateful for the tribe's hospitality and wisdom, Samuel and his team bid farewell. They left with a renewed sense of purpose, understanding that their search for El Dorado was not just an academic pursuit, but a chance to bridge the gap between ancient traditions and modern knowledge. As Samuel's team continued their journey through the dense jungle, they couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched. Their instincts proved correct when they stumbled upon another group of explorers, their presence evident by the campfire smoke rising through the trees. The rival explorers were a hardened bunch, their faces etched with determination and a hunger for glory. Samuel approached their leader cautiously, his voice filled with both curiosity and caution. "Greetings," he said, his tone neutral. "It seems we share a common goal, the search for El Dorado." The rival leader eyed Samuel's team with a mix of suspicion and curiosity. "Indeed," he replied, his voice tinged with a hint of arrogance. "But make no mistake, we will be the ones to find it. We have spent years researching and preparing for this expedition." Tense conversations and conflicts arose as the two groups competed for resources and information. The rival explorers guarded their findings closely, unwilling to share any knowledge that could give Samuel's team an advantage. Samuel's team found themselves in a race against time, pushing themselves harder and faster to stay one step ahead. The rivalry added an extra layer of danger and urgency to the expedition, as they knew the rival explorers would stop at nothing to claim the glory of finding El Dorado first. But amidst the tension, Samuel's team remained united. They understood that their strength lay in their collaboration and shared determination. They relied on each other's skills and expertise, knowing that together they could overcome any obstacle. As the days turned into weeks, the rivalry intensified. Each group was relentless in their pursuit, pushing themselves to their limits and beyond. But Samuel's team refused to let the competition consume them. They focused on their own journey, trusting that their hard work and dedication would lead them to El Dorado. The jungle was unforgiving, its lush beauty masking a myriad of dangers. Samuel's team faced encounters with dangerous wildlife at every turn, testing their resilience and survival skills. Venomous snakes slithered through the undergrowth, their presence a constant reminder of the lethal threats that lurked in the shadows. The team had to remain vigilant, carefully watching their every step to avoid becoming a victim of nature's wrath. Territorial predators also posed a significant risk. Jaguars prowled through the dense foliage, their feline grace belying their strength and ferocity. The team had to be constantly aware of their surroundings, ensuring they didn't stumble upon these powerful creatures unaware. Navigating through challenging terrain was another obstacle they faced. Steep cliffs and treacherous ravines tested their physical strength and agility. With every step, they had to be mindful of loose rocks and unstable ground, knowing that a single misstep could have disastrous consequences. Harsh weather conditions added to their struggles. Torrential rainstorms turned the jungle into a muddy quagmire, making progress slow and treacherous. The team's clothes clung to their bodies, heavy with moisture, as they trudged through the relentless downpour. Extreme heat was equally punishing. The sun beat down on them relentlessly, sapping their energy and testing their endurance. Each member of the team felt the weight of exhaustion, their bodies pushed to their limits. But amidst the challenges, Samuel's team found strength in each other. They encouraged one another, offering words of support and motivation when the journey seemed impossible. They relied on their training and expertise, knowing that their skills would guide them through even the harshest of conditions. As they pressed forward, the team's bonds grew stronger. They shared stories around campfires, their laughter cutting through the dense silence of the jungle. They found solace in each other's company, knowing that they were not alone in this daunting quest. As Samuel's team delved deeper into the heart of the jungle, they came across ancient artifacts that raised ethical questions about their preservation and potential impact on indigenous communities. One day, while exploring a hidden cave, they stumbled upon a collection of intricately carved statues. The artifacts were undoubtedly of great historical and cultural significance, but they also held immense monetary value. Dr. Mitchell's eyes widened with excitement as he examined the statues. "These are truly remarkable," he exclaimed. "They could fetch a fortune on the black market." Dr. Thompson frowned, her voice filled with concern. "We have to consider the ethical implications of taking these artifacts. They belong to this land and its people. We must respect their cultural heritage." The team gathered around the statues, their faces reflecting a mix of awe and uncertainty. They knew that taking the artifacts would be a betrayal of their commitment to preserving history and respecting indigenous communities. Samuel cleared his throat, his voice filled with conviction. "We cannot simply take these artifacts for personal gain," he said firmly. "Our mission is to uncover the secrets of El Dorado, but we must do so ethically and responsibly. These statues belong to this land, and we must find a way to preserve them while respecting the cultural heritage they represent." The team engaged in a deep dialogue, exploring their differing opinions on the importance of knowledge versus respecting the cultural heritage of the lost city. Dr. Mitchell argued that the artifacts held valuable information that could further their understanding of El Dorado, while Dr. Thompson emphasized the need to prioritize the voices and rights of indigenous communities. After much deliberation, Samuel's team made a difficult decision. They carefully documented the artifacts, taking detailed photographs and notes, but left them untouched in their original resting place. They knew that removing the statues would disrupt the delicate balance of history and culture. As they continued their journey, they encountered more artifacts and faced similar ethical dilemmas. Each time, they approached the situation with respect and sensitivity, finding creative ways to preserve the knowledge without compromising the cultural heritage of the lost city. The team's perseverance paid off as they continued their search for El Dorado. They uncovered ancient clues and artifacts that brought them closer to unraveling the mysteries of the lost city. One day, while exploring a hidden temple deep within the jungle, they stumbled upon a wall covered in intricate carvings. Dr. Mitchell's eyes lit up with excitement as he examined the glyphs, his fingers tracing their ancient lines. "These carvings depict the rituals and ceremonies of El Dorado," he exclaimed. "They hold the key to understanding the significance of this lost city." The team gathered around Dr. Mitchell, their faces filled with anticipation. They listened intently as he deciphered the glyphs, piecing together the history and significance of El Dorado. Through dialogue and analysis, they learned that El Dorado was not just a city of gold, but a place of great spiritual significance. The rituals performed within its sacred walls were believed to bring prosperity and abundance to the people. Excitement and wonder filled the air as the team realized they were on the brink of a major discovery. they felt a renewed sense of purpose, knowing that their journey had brought them closer to unraveling the mysteries of El Dorado. As they continued their exploration, they uncovered more clues, hidden passages, secret chambers, and ancient writings etched into stone. Each piece of the puzzle brought them closer to their goal, fueling their determination to reach El Dorado. Samuel's team faced their greatest challenges yet as they made their way through treacherous caves and hidden traps. The air grew thick with anticipation as they approached the heart of El Dorado. The caves were a labyrinth, their walls adorned with ancient symbols and carvings. The team moved cautiously, their eyes scanning for any signs of danger or hidden passages. As they navigated through the dark tunnels, they encountered traps designed to deter intruders. Pressure plates triggered sudden gusts of wind, threatening to push them off balance. Hidden spikes lined the floors, ready to impale anyone who stepped in the wrong place. But Samuel's team had come too far to be deterred by these obstacles. They relied on their knowledge and expertise, carefully disarming each trap and moving forward with caution. As they approached the heart of El Dorado, their excitement mingled with a sense of trepidation. They knew that the final push would be the most challenging yet, testing their physical and mental limits. Samuel called the team together, their faces reflecting a mix of determination and anticipation. "We've come so far," he said, his voice filled with conviction. "This is our moment. We must stay focused and support each other. We are on the verge of a major discovery. Let's make history." With those words, they pressed forward, their footsteps echoing through the cavernous halls. The air grew heavy with anticipation as they reached a massive chamber bathed in golden light. The team stood in awe, their eyes taking in the magnificent sight before them. El Dorado lay spread out like a treasure trove, its golden structures glinting in the soft light. Samuel's team stood at the heart of El Dorado, their eyes wide with wonder and awe. The city unfolded before them, its riches and ancient secrets laid bare. Golden statues lined the streets, their intricate details a testament to the skill and craftsmanship of the lost civilization. Temples rose towards the sky, their walls adorned with carvings that told stories of a bygone era. The team moved through the city with reverence, their footsteps echoing through the empty streets. They explored every corner, documenting their findings and piecing together the puzzle of El Dorado's history. As they delved deeper into the city, Samuel's mind filled with reflections on their journey. He thought about the sacrifices they had made, the challenges they had overcome, and the ethical dilemmas they had faced. He realized that their discoveries held immense power to reshape history, power to inspire future generations, and power to impact lives. The weight of responsibility settled on his shoulders, and he knew that their actions would have far-reaching consequences. As Samuel stood at the heart of El Dorado, surrounded by its golden splendor, he couldn't help but feel a sense of humility. The city had revealed its secrets to him and his team, but they had also become custodians of its history. With a heavy heart, Samuel made a vow to honor the lost civilization and its cultural heritage. He would ensure that their discoveries were shared with the world, but in a way that respected the integrity and significance of El Dorado. As the team prepared to leave the city, their hearts filled with a mix of accomplishment and sadness. They had achieved what few had dared to dream. They had found El Dorado. But with this achievement came a profound understanding of the responsibilities that came with it. Samuel looked back at the Golden City one last time, its beauty etched into his memory. He knew that their journey was far from over. The real work lay ahead, preserving the knowledge they had gained and using it to inspire future generations. With that thought in mind, Samuel turned away from El Dorado, ready to embark on the next chapter of their journey. The call of adventure still echoed in his heart, urging him onward to new horizons and new discoveries.